There's a new film out called Greyhound. It's about the Battle of the Atlantic, which lasted all the way through the Second World War. Here are a few stills from the trailer. Then every effort was made to get goods into the country. 30,000 merchant seamen died. Then there were more deaths of the military. And there were a huge number of deaths on the German side. They were trying to prevent goods from getting in. Now, the Brexit negotiations are largely driven by the desire of the EU to keep goods out of the EU. And they've been doing this ever since the EEC was started. It's about keeping goods out. So they have tariffs. Now, tariffs have the same effect as an increase in transport costs. A 10% tariff has the same effect as having the Navy stationed outside your own ports and sinking one ship in 10 that's approaching. It's an example of advanced madness. This won't affect us so much here in Sweden, although there are specialists like microbrewers who like to use English malt, and then there are agencies like Fisherman's Friends who import the sweets in 10 different flavours. They're going to have trouble with customs and delays and all the rest of it. And then there are the large baking potatoes, which don't seem to come from anywhere else but Britain. Don't know why, but there we are. They're the ones in the shops. Ireland will be badly hit because so much comes from Britain. Now, consumers and business will either have to pay the EU tariffs, they're the ones who have to carry the cost, or they can avoid the tariffs by getting the goods from continental Europe. But that's a long voyage. Look, it's 25 hours from Dublin to Rotterdam, which is just too much for there and back trip within 48 hours. So that's really inefficient. It's a pity that the British government caved into the EU's demands and its insane desire to keep goods out of the EU by agreeing to set up this border in the middle of the Irish Sea, which will cost Northern Ireland business with delays and all the administration and all the rest of it. It's not going to do any good for the Northern Ireland economy, which is already precarious. The EU is effectively at war with its own people. And the strange thing is that almost nobody's noticed this or remarks on it. What can you say?